Okay, we're back again. Sorry about that. The thing froze up on me. So anyhow, where I left off at was we crossed off anything to the power of zero because power of zero is one. How many times I one, nothing happens. Now what we want to do next is this. We want to deal with the negatives right now. Okay, there was a negative in this one. Unlike this last problem, there was no negatives. Where is this at? This one had no negatives. Let's deal with the negatives right now. There are no negatives here. So I'm going to just put a plus sign. It's going to be a positive something, okay? Now when I look at this one, we have a negative to the first. A negative to the first is a negative. This is a positive. This is a positive. A positive times a negative is a negative. Now, here's what you need to understand. As soon as you know two of them, you know all of them, okay? The signs. If it's plus, plus, they're all plus. If it's minus, minus, they're all minus. If it goes plus, minus, they flip-flop. So it goes plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. If it was minus, plus, it would go minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. If it's minus, minus, they're all minus. And they always flip-flop immediately. It doesn't go like plus, plus, minus, minus, plus, plus, minus, minus, okay? They always flip-flop immediately, okay? So you know what I do with these negatives now? Ignore them. You're done with them. You've dealt with them. Don't worry about them, okay? We're not even going to talk about these negatives anymore. So we have 2 to the 4th, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 1 is 16, q to the 4th. 2 to the 3rd, 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, 8 times 4 is 32, 32 times 3 to the 1st, 3 to the 1st is 3, 32 times 3 is 96. Now if you're going against negative 3, we've already dealt with the negatives. Don't worry about the negatives. So negative 96, q to the 3rd. 2 to the 2nd is 4, 4 times 6 is 24, 24 times 3 squared is 9, 24 times 9, you can use calculators, is 216, q to the 2nd. 2 to the 1st is 2, times 4 is 8, 8 times 3 to the 3rd, be careful, 3 to the 3rd is not 9, 3 times 3 times 3 is 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, so we have 8 times 27, which is, what is that? 216 again. 216, q to the 1st, which is just q. 3 to the 4th, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, 27 times 3 is 81, times 1 is 81, no q's. That's the answer. 16q4 minus 96q3 plus 216q squared minus 216q plus 81. Make sure you use q's. You use x's, computer's going to say you're wrong. You use x's on a test of mine, a written test, and I don't care. I don't care what variable you use. Last one. So yz plus 1 to the 5th. Yz plus, is that yz or vz? Yz plus 1 to the 5th. This one will actually be a quicker one, okay? So, we need the 5th row. So 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1, because it's to the power of 5. 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. That's a 10. That's not a 16. Write down our two terms. Our two terms are yz, 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 and yz. And our other term is 1. And this is nice because there are no negatives anywhere. So everything's positive. And this time it's 5th power, start 5, count down to 0, 0, up to 5. Cross out anything to the 0 because anything to the 0 is 1. When you times by 1, nothing happens. So we have 1, y to the 5th and z to the 5th. So y5, z5. Okay. And then we have 1 to the 1st times 5 is 5. Y to the 4th, z to the 4th. And then we have 1 to the 2nd, which is 1, times 10 is 10. Y to the 3rd, z to the 3rd. And then we have 1 to the 3rd is 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1, times 10 is 10. Y to the 2nd, z to the 2nd. 1 to the 4th is 1, times 5 is 5. Y to the 1st, z to the 1st, so just yz. 1 to the 5th is 1, times 1 is 1. And I'm not going to write this out. It's this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this. Okay? Any questions on that? Okay? So is there going to be a question like this on your next test? Yes. Is there going to be a bunch of them like it? No. Okay? But there will be one like that. All right, so this assignment is, we're starting it again on Thursday, January 7th. It's due Monday, January 11th. If you have any questions, email me and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Talk to you guys later. See you.